It Is Well With My Soul is a solemn yet emotional hymn written by Horatio Gates Spafford, a prominent attorney from Chicago, Illinois. It was first published in 1876 and is also sometimes known by the title When Peace Like a River. But there's more to this story than just Horatio penning a popular hymn. Imagine everything in your life is going well. You're happily married, you have a young son and 4 beautiful daughters. You're at the pinnacle of your career as a lawyer, and you've invested some money in real estate to provide for your family's financial future. But then tragedy strikes. Not once, not twice, but multiple times in the most unthinkable of ways. This song was written after the following traumatic events unfolded in Horatio Spafford's life. The first event was the heartbreaking death of Horatio's 4-year-old son, Horatio Jr. He died from scarlet fever in 1870. Then directly on the heels of his son's death, the Great Chicago Fire of 1871 ruined Horatio financially by destroying the investment properties he had purchased along the shores of Lake Michigan. His business interests were then further hit by the economic depression of 1873. To comfort his still grieving wife, he decided to travel with his family to England to meet the evangelist D.L. Moody and attend his sermons. In a late change of plan, Horatio had to send the family ahead while he was delayed with ongoing zoning problems from the Great Fire 2 years prior. In November 1873, Horatio's wife, Anna, and their girls, Anna, Margaret Lee, Elizabeth, and Tanetta, boarded the French passenger ship Ville du Havre. On November 22nd, 4 days into their transatlantic journey, the Ville du Havre collided with the iron-hulled vessel Loch Earn. The Ville du Havre sank in just 12 minutes. Horatio's wife, Anna, was picked up unconscious on a floating spar, but the 4 children had drowned, along with 222 other lives that were lost. It was the worst disaster in naval history until the sinking of the Titanic some 40 years later. After several days, when the survivors had reached Cardiff, Wales, Spafford received a brief 6-word telegram from his wife. "Saved alone. What shall I do?" Spafford immediately booked passage to meet his grieving wife and to bring her home. En route to England, the ship's captain called him to the bridge and said, "A careful reckoning has been made, and I believe we are now passing over the very area where the Ville du Havre sank." Horatio wrote to his wife's half-sister, "On Thursday last, we passed over the spot where she went down, in mid-ocean, the waters 3 miles deep. But I do not think of our dear ones there. They are safe, folded, the dear lambs." It was reported by a daughter born years later that Spafford wrote "It Is Well With My Soul" while he was on this journey. "When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul." Anna was utterly devastated by the disaster, but she testified that in her grief and despair, she had been conscious of a soft message: you were saved for a purpose. She remembered something a friend had once said: "It is easy to be grateful and good when you have so much. Take care that you are not a fair-weather friend to God." In the aftermath of these events, Anna eventually gave birth to 3 more children. But in February 1880, their new son died just like his brother before him at the age of 4. In August of 1881, the Spaffords left America with several like-minded Christians to settle the American colony in Jerusalem. There they served the needy, they helped the poor, cared for the sick, and took in homeless children. The music to Spafford's hymn was written by Philip Bliss, and he named it after the ship on which Horatio and Anna's daughters had died, Ville du Havre. Horatio Spafford died of malaria in October of 1888, but Anna continued to do the work in the surrounding areas of Jerusalem until her own death in 1923. Both Horatio and Anna are laid to rest in Jerusalem. We're going to listen to a cylinder record, one of the earliest recorded versions of It Is Well With My Soul, sung by the Edison Mixed Quartet in 1907. This is an Edison Gold Moulded cylinder record, catalog number 9443.
It Is Well With My Soul by the Edison Mixed Quartet. When peace